Hi guys, welcome back. I hope you are all doing great. You are safe at home, not going out, and just taking care of your family, having fun with them at home, and simultaneously watching my videos. Today, I was just wondering English literature is flooded with writers and poets having name John. Whether it is John Milton, John Keats, John Locke, John Ford, each of them are important and have gained a prominent position in English literature. But today I am keen in teaching John Dryden. So please take a moment to like, share and subscribe our channel. So our learning goals would include: firstly, I will explain the background of English civil wars and restoration. Second, introduction to John Dryden. Third, the main motive to make this video lecture is to give explanation of the poem Absalom and Achitophel. Then the discussion of Absalom and Achitophel is very important, and so previous year question papers discussion would also be done and binding up with conclusion. So the backdrop of civil war. The British King Charles I, known for his autocratic beliefs regarding self-rule, found himself constantly at odds with the parliament. And this somewhere led to English civil wars. On one side of conflict were royalists or cavaliers who supported King Charles I and his divine right to rule, and other side were parliamentary army under the leadership of Oliver Cromwell, now called New Model Army. The New Model Army became increasingly conservative in character as war continued. Charles I was officially surrendered and beheaded by Parliament in year 1949. You must definitely remember the year when the Charles I was executed and beheaded in Parliament, that is year 1949, after attempting to restart a war. Oliver Cromwell became a Lord Protector of Commonwealth of England. Charles I's son, Charles II, in year 1630 to around 85, returned from exile in Holland to be crowned King of England. Now, introduction to John Dryden, England's first poet laureate in 1668. So you must definitely remember the year when John Dryden became the first poet laureate. If you are not able to remember at least year, just remember the dates. Just remember that he was the first poet laureate of England. Now, a very important key point here is to note that a romantic writer gave John Dryden a title called Glorious John, and this title was given by Sir Walter Scott. T.S. Eliot praised John Dryden that he was the ancestor of nearly all that is best in the poetry of 18th century, and I really appreciate this line because T.S. Eliot has praised so many writers, but this one of John Dryden is really close to my heart. Now explanation of Absalom and Achitophel. The key point here is to remember the subtitle of Absalom and Achitophel, which is asked a lot many times in exam. The subtitle of Absalom and Achitophel is a poem. Now, first Absalom and Achitophel, it is a lampoon. Now, you may ask, ma'am, what is lampoon? So, lampoon is a characteristic where it ridicules any person. Or in easy words, lampoon means to criticize somebody publicly in amusing way so that it looks ridiculous. So Absalom and Ahithophel involves two critical words, which is first is popish plot and second is expulsion cries. Now popish plot, widely believed, was a plot to assassinate King Charles II in order to bring Roman Catholic brother King James II to throne. Second, expulsion crisis. The only thing you need to remember about expulsion crisis is that it led to two new parties. First was Tories and second was Whigs. Now, when we are reading Absalom and Ahithophel, the two important lines which we surely need to remember is great wits are short to madness allied, and thin partitions do they are bound divide. Now, explaining this line means that every genius has a touch of madness. Both genius and madness are traits of a great mind, which Dryden actually believes it. The difference between genius and madness is difficult to distinguish. Here he is referring to personality of Ahithophel. He is wise and witty, but he is so hungry for power that he shows dissatisfaction with his position, and he falsely tries to corrupt the mind of Absalom and Ahithophel. Second quote that you should definitely remember is this: Adam Wits, too fortunately free, began to dream they wanted liberty. Now here Dryden gives a biblical allusion. Now this biblical allusion means that Adam was abandoned from great Garden of Eden and wrongly yearned for more. Here, Dryden skillfully utilizes a biblical allusions commenting on people who always condemned or criticized the government. Now, most important part, the representations of character. David represents Charles II of England. Saul represents Oliver Cromwell. Ahithophel represents Anthony Ashley Cooper, the first Earl of Shaftesbury. This you must definitely remember this, because this is such an important question which is asked in lot of NET and SET exams. Zimri represents George Villiers, the second Duke of Buckingham. Now, from here, I will actually tell you, we will discuss the previous year question papers. But before ending, John Dryden was universally renowned for his works in English literature. His works has a profound messages which enlightens any reader who is reading his works. From hereafter, we will actually discuss the NET and SET questions asked in different exams. So, if you are not preparing for NET and SET exams, you can probably avoid it. And if you are preparing for only bachelor's and master's, this much information could be enough. Gujarat SET exam December 2013. Which of the following is a political satire? And the answer is Absalom and Ahithophel. The character of Zimri appears in Absalom and Ahithophel. Again, there was a question in Gujarat SET exam, and Absalom and Ahithophel. Ahithophel stands for the Earl of Shaftesbury. Now, again, Karnataka SET exam and even Gujarat SET exam both had similar kind of question, which says in Dryden's poem Ahithophel is Earl of Shaftesbury. Now, Gujarat SET exam always asks the question on Absalom and Ahithophel. Again it was asked in year 2018. The subject of Absalom and Ahithophel is rebellion of the Duke of Monmouth. Now, NET UGC December 2013 had given a line which says which character this proverb is referred. So, it is said, his cooks with a long disuse their trade forget, cool was his kitchen, though his brains were hot. Who is this character? So, answer is Shimei. John Dryden's Absalom and Achitophel is political allegory. The lines, not that he wished his greatness to create for politicians neither love or hate, occur in Absalom and Achitophel. Again, I told you that there was a question which was asking the subtitles of Absalom and Achitophel, and it is a poem. Dryden's Absalom and Achitophel is based on a story from the Old Testament from the Bible. So, this was it. In case of any queries or doubts, you may ask in the comment section below, and don't forget to hit that like, share and subscribe button. Thank you.